officially got Aiden's cold. Quite glad that I got my flu jab because, like when I did, because I think otherwise I'd have felt really awful. So, just making some tea. Yeah, today's going to be another slightly slow day. Lots of knitting, lots of relaxing and drinking tea. I'm going to have this one from Advent Calendar, Vanilla Sunday. Oh, yeah, lots of knitting, lots of drinking tea, lots of watching YouTube videos, just relaxing. I've got a hospital appointment later. Yeah, not going to go into too much detail about that, but I've no idea what to expect from it. So it's nothing. It's nothing. It's just a sort of routine thing, which I'll explain more about another time. But yeah, I just don't know what to expect from it, and I think that's the worst bit. I don't think there's going to be nothing about the appointment that's like, you know, awful, dreadful. I just don't know what to expect. No one's really told me what to expect, so I'm a bit like, oh, what's going to happen? But then afterwards, I'm going to the cinema to see Frozen 2 with my mum, which I'm really excited about. And we're going to go and get something to eat. So I really hope that I'm in the mood to eat something. We're thinking about going to there's a Chinese buffet. We're thinking about going there. So I'm quite excited about that because Andrew doesn't like Chinese food, so any opportunity I get to eat Chinese food, I normally take it. But at the moment, I'm just not very hungry. So we'll just have to hope. So in some ways, a buffet is like perfect because I can just eat as much as I like. But on the other hand, I could end up spending £15 and then having like a bowl of rice. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna do some knitting. I cast off the body of my top yesterday, and I have 88 grams of yarn left, so that's 44 grams per sleeve. I'm going to try and get a nice chunk done today. I have no idea how long I expect these sleeves to get with that amount of yarn. I could probably do a swatch or something and figure that out, but I don't want to. So I'm not going to do that. I don't know whether to knit them both at the same time, so I can kind of try and keep them, so I can just kind of get them over and done with faster, I guess, and try and keep them at the same length, and then try them on and decide if I like it. I don't know, but for sure I'm just going to knit on that today. And I don't have to leave here until 1. No, quarter to 1. So I might get it finished by tonight. It's not going to happen. I'm not going to get it finished by tonight. I think it needs blocking as well because it's got the yarn overs, like the eyelet pattern. I think it's just going to look like garbage if I don't block it. So I think I need to block it. So I just have to wear something else, which is fine. It's fine. It's fine. Don't know if you can hear Andrew hacking away upstairs. He's definitely picked up the cough element of Aiden's cold. I've just got like the disgusting face feel. The cough's not so bad. I've talked enough. The kettle's boiled. I'm going to go make some tea. I really need to start looking at the camera instead of looking at myself. So I don't know if any of the footage that I took during my appointment, not during my appointment, but like whilst I was on my way and at the hospital and things like that, whether I'll be able to use any of it, I don't know. I was kind of like really embarrassed to be taking video like in the lift and things like that, so I don't know if I'll use any of it. But this seems like as good a time as any to kind of talk about that and talk about why I've been feeling so sick and things like that. We are expecting another baby in like spring, summer, 'cause it depends when your season, you feel your season changes, but yeah, like spring, early summer, very early summer. So yeah, so that's why I was feeling so sick and all the time, and thankfully I think now, touch wood, I think I have like passed the worst of that, but my appetite still hasn't come back. So so yeah, but today was a consultant's appointment. It was just a follow-up from some of what happened with Aiden's delivery, and I have been so stressed about it because I was really worried that they were basically just going to say you have to have a cesarean for your next delivery, and I didn't want the option of not having a cesarean to be taken away from me. Oh dear, what happened? Daddy. I'm not Daddy, I'm a mummy. Daddy. Yeah, I'm mummy, that's right. Daddy. Daddy's just gone to bed for a little bit. Yeah, I didn't want the option of not having a cesarean to have been just taken away from me. I really want to try and avoid having a cesarean, an elective cesarean, if I could help it, because I can't imagine recovering from a cesarean and having a newborn and having a toddler. So I wanted to avoid that if possible. So I was really stressed about this consultant's appointment, and the letter said to leave 2 to 3 hours for my appointment, and I was just so like, oh, they're going to be like poking and prodding me and everything. Like I just was really not looking forward to it, and I kind of thought there's a potential for me to be quite upset at the end of this. You know, there wasn't going to be anything at the end of it that was really kind of life altering or anything like that. That, you know, they weren't going to tell me anything that was really sort of, yeah, life changing or any sort of like medically concerning things. So I knew I wasn't going to come out, you know, learning bad news, but I was just really worried that I was going to potentially be upset by the consultant's views on what I should do for the delivery of this baby. But it was the best outcome I could have hoped for. The appointment ended up being about 5 minutes, and basically the consultant just said, what do you want to do? And when I told him what I wanted to do, he was like, that's exactly what I would have recommended for you. So I was really pleased with that. He was very pleased to hear that I hadn't been put off by my experience last time, and that my recovery has been good and things like that. And so he was happy, and I was happy, and it was just so nice to feel like he hadn't made any decisions about, you know, quite a personal thing. He hadn't made any decisions on my behalf before going in to my appointment. You know, he left it very much up to me to sort of tell him how I was feeling and what I wanted to do, and then he was very supportive and said that that's what he was kind of hoping for, or that's what he hopes that somebody would do. So yeah, it was like, it couldn't have been a better outcome, basically, and I knew I was worried about it and stressed about it, but I didn't realise how sort of stressed and worried I was about it, because yeah, as soon as I got home I was just filled with energy and things like that. It was just really nice to have that off my back, and now I can just enjoy the pregnancy and yeah, we just have to cross our fingers that this baby's a little bit smaller than Aiden was. Aiden wasn't massive. Well, I don't know. He wasn't massive. He was 9 pounds. But no, yeah. He was 9 pounds, but yeah, that was a bit. He was a bit surprise big. We weren't expecting that from like my measurements and things like that were taken. So we kind of gonna have to wait and see. I think on this one until they actually arrive. But hopefully this one will be a bit smaller. Aiden was 8 days late, so he had a bit of extra time to grow. So hopefully this one will be a bit more prompt in their arrival. So, but yeah, I just thought I would. I thought this seemed like as good a time as any to kind of update on that, and I realised that I didn't really want to put that clip earlier in of me saying that I was going up to the hospital without then following up, because I didn't want people to worry that I was like ill, or that Aiden was ill, or that there was anything like that. And because it's good news, it's always nice to share good news. So yeah, I'm just getting a little bit of sleep before I go out later. I'm so looking forward to going out. We're just going with my mum to see a film and get some food, and I'm really looking forward to it. So yeah, he's just getting a bit of sleep because he's full of whatever it is that Aiden had. And Aiden is full of energy, so... What's that? What is it? Yeah? Yeah? Okay. Yes. Okay. I'm just going to pop in here at the end of this vlog to say that it kind of ended abruptly, and that's because Andrew was actually feeling really, really bad last night, and just before I left he sort of like came out of the bedroom, was like, please don't go. So so I stayed at home, so I didn't go out to the cinema last night. We're going to go on Saturday instead, so it's been rearranged. So that's why this one kind of just ends without any sort of, not that, you know, there's always some sort of nice neat ending, but I was planning on maybe getting a little bit of footage while we were out, and then yeah, obviously I didn't go, so didn't get any footage. So that's just a little like after the fact wrap up on yesterday's vlog. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.